guys? Welcome back to another episode of Out of the Park Baseball 22 with the expansion Boston Blazers. It is May 1st. We finished our first month and we are 11-14. So we're kind of on that same trajectory that we've been on now for a couple of years where we're sort of just under 500. Again, guys, I would ask if you're enjoying this Let's Play or whatever you want to call it, if you could just drop the video a like, that would be great. If you haven't subscribed and you like the content, just hit that subscribe button for me. It would be cool. If not, that's fine too. I appreciate you coming and watching. Either way. So, let's get into it. I think the answer now, I think we're in that let's see how bad we can get kind of state this year. I really don't want to finish in the mid-70s with wins again. So I think we're at a point where, I would say really anybody other than Vlad or Jeffers is a potential. And here's I guess, the issue. The issue is that we have three pitchers that are developing, and two of them will be up next year. McCade Brown is in AA right now. He'll be in AAA before the season's over. He will be up next season. And then Christian Little got better over the last, I don't know, month and a half, 2 months, something like that. I mean, you can see he's just his growth. Everything is going up. So we have two pitchers that will be in our rotation next year, two young pitchers that will be in our rotation next year. So some of our pitching issues will start to be addressed next season. We have a solid bullpen, Ojeda, Thin, Gilliam, and Hamilton, along with, just up and down the lineup, really. We got a really solid bullpen. Our rotation is an absolute train wreck, with the exception of Sandoval, who's pitched pretty well, but he is more of a 4 or 5 starter, and that's kind of where I want him. I don't want him as my number 2. Everybody else has been bad. Eflin, I guess, hasn't been terrible, but he's not a long-term solution. Murphy has been okay. Again, he's another one who could be a good back-of-the-rotation style pitcher, but if we had Murphy and Sandoval as our 4 and 5, I would be okay with that. But as our 1 and 2, obviously it's not quite where we want it. So you can see, we're not hitting. We're 13th in runs scored. We're 10th in runs allowed. Our bullpen has been pretty good. Ojeda was the National League Rookie of the Year. Didn't give up a run in 9 innings. Gave up just 3 hits. Struck out 10. Was very, very good. Then was fine. I think maybe we overused him just a tad. Pitched 17 innings in April. He's on pace for 112 innings of relief. But again, he could be a starter. So, maybe this year we run him out there as a reliever, and the next year we make him a starter. We'll see how it goes. Gilliam has been pretty good. Yeah, I don't want to dive too deeply into the stats because it's only a month. But Jeffers has been good. Again, he continues to hit. Connor Falefa is interesting because if we're going to be leaning on rookie starting pitchers next year, somebody like Connor Falefa is exactly the kind of player we want on our middle infield, right? He's 29 years old, so he's not super old. He hits enough, but fielding is where he really gets the job done, and he's doing it again this year. The problem is this. That's the problem right there. He wants a 9-year, $150 million contract, and I can't afford that. So, given that our options are limited elsewhere, I'm not really sure what to do. We do have Noel V. Marte, who is learning second base here pretty quickly and doing a pretty nice job at it. He'll probably be our starting second baseman next year. Bat's struggling a little bit in AAA, but he is only 22. We don't have a shortstop. At least we don't have a shortstop that can play shortstop at a high... Well, I guess Urena could do it if we needed him to next year. But we don't really have a long-term solution at shortstop. Even with Connor Falefa, who's 29. We just don't have a long-term solution there. So that's something we're going to want to keep an eye on. We have a lot of young talent, guys. Carter Jensen we got in the trade from Houston. He's looking pretty sharp. Isaiah Jackson was our third-round pick in 2022. He's coming along as well. He's probably a year or two away. Yeah, so we got a lot of good young players. They're just not ready. If Johnson can hit at all, he's that long-term solution at shortstop. He can already play it defensively. Just is he going to be able to hit? So he'll get the start in rookie ball. We'll probably move him up if he shows any sort of competency with the bat and rookie ball. We'll probably call him up this year just to sort of move that process along. But yeah, that's kind of where we are. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do May, June, and July in this episode. So I'm going to sim ahead to June. We'll come back and we'll do sort of a full stat recap at that point, as well as any deals or anything that we've made. So hang tight, guys. I'll be back June 1st. Hey, guys, it is June 1st, and we are bad. We are 21 and 33. The good news is Noelvi Marte has gotten better. He's up to 3.5 stars now at second base. I did make a deal, and I'll show you it here in a second. Rosarena, the batter of the month in the AL, Soto in the NL, Logan Allen, pitcher of the month in the American League, Mackenzie Gore in the NL, Samir Dueñas, the rookie of the year in the AL for the White Sox, and Michael Toglia for the Rockies in the National League. So, we made a deal, and I'm just going to go to the game logs, major transactions, and I will show you. We traded Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, who I really wasn't crazy about dealing. I'm hoping maybe he finds his way to free agency and we can bring him back as a third baseman, because I'll show you the return here in a second. But we traded him to Cleveland along with Jurickson Profar, who was in our minor league system, and Cody Howard, a 1.5 star 21-year-old, to the Cleveland Indians in exchange for Gabriel Arias and Tanner Burns. Burns is in the rookie league. He shouldn't be. He should actually be on the 40-man, and he should be on the big league roster, which I'll take care of here in a second. But we'll start with Burns. So you can see he's an okay starting pitcher. He's only 25. He's got a couple of really good pitches. His movement's above average. His stuff and his control are average, but he's a ground ball pitcher, so we could plug him in. He's had a good year last year in Double A. He's out for another week. He's dealing with an injury that he suffered last year. And then Gabriel Arias. And Arias is somebody you should be familiar with if you watched my Rockies playthrough, as he spent a couple of years in Colorado, but just a fantastic defensive shortstop. Has a little bit of pop in his bat. And he's gotten off to a pretty good start for us. He's going to hit 15 to 20 home runs, but his defensively is where he's really going to get it done. So we stay really solid up the middle. We give up some contact, maybe pick up a little bit of power, get younger, get cheaper for the future. So that was the one deal we made this month. We're 21 and 33. We were 10 and 19 that month, and let's just quickly look, because it's bad, right? I mean, it's really bad. So our pitching has been atrocious. Then has been pretty good, and Ojeda and Gilliam and Taylor, and that's it. Oh, really? I mean, Gilliam, Ojeda, and Then have been the only positive WAR pitchers on our roster. The rest of our pitching staff is a train wreck. So literally from, I would say, probably here down, these are all tradable players, and these are all players we'll be looking to move over the next 2 months. Our bullpen is pretty solid with Then, Ojeda, and Gilliam, but our starting pitching is just so unbelievably bad. Our offense hasn't been much better. Jeffers has been good. He's having another good season. Cortez has been pretty good. And we're going to have to figure out what to do with him. Maybe we move him to left next year. That's maybe his best position. We have Marte up at second base. We got Arias. Guerrero's his ratings have slipped. So this is going to be a challenging contract down the stretch, but we knew that was a possibility. His offense is always going to be a little stunted in our ballpark, but it is what it is. Yeah, there's really not much to look at. I mean, we've been really, really bad. We've been really, really bad, and I'm questioning my strategy for this Let's Play. We've had 3 years where we weren't as bad as I expected us to be. And then that's suffered in terms of draft picks. Not that we have bad picks. I mean, our number one pick, Christian Little, last year is having, he's doing okay in Double A, but he'll be up next season. McCade Brown is, you know what? Both of these guys are going to get called up now. Let's just do it. Let's move Jackson up here. So we've got some young players. I mean, you can see you've got 3.5 star 2 starting pitchers and a second baseman. You've got Alexis Ramirez. We've got some other young talent kind of dispersed amongst the minor league systems here. Drew Bowser we picked up last year. Drew Compton looks like he could be a pretty competent first baseman once those ratings continue to develop. So yeah, I mean, the prospects are doing well. This was really about. This is the one that I knew that this probably was going to come back and bite me. I just didn't expect it to come back and bite me so quickly. Not that Ohtani's doing much better, but his contract is up at the end of this year. So, I will just sort of have to see how it goes, I guess, and we'll adapt on the fly. So it is June 1st, and I think I'm at a point where there's not a single player on this team that I won't deal except for maybe Jeffers. And that's only because it's hard to find a defensive catcher who can also hit a little bit. There's not a single person on my big league roster that I won't deal. At least no offensive players other than, we just picked up Arias, so I probably won't trade him. Arias, Jeffers, Cortez is available, Guerrero is available. Ojeda, nobody wants him, but he's available. Then I'd like to hold on to, and Colton Cowser I'd like to hold on to because he was our very first draft pick. But he's out for another 3 months, so we won't get him back this year. So yeah, it hasn't been good. Let's just look. Let's see what we can get for Cortez, if anything. It's probably going to be a bunch of 2.5 star style players. Not a surprise there. Not a surprise. Sam Hentges. Looks like they just made him a reliever, although he's not bad. He would be one of our best starters. 6'8", 235, throws 92 to 94. Was pretty good last year. Has struggled this year, but he's still on the minimum for another couple of seasons. Zach Plesac, reasonable contract. So maybe we make another move with the Indians. Jazz Chisholm. Jackson Coar's not bad either. Good control, a couple of good pitches. He's ARB eligible this year. Corey Seager, because that's what we need to do, is pick up another bad contract. 3 years, $29 million there. Sean Reed Foley? He's 28 already. I'm going to look at prospects here in a second because every team is offering me 5 players. So that leads me to believe that there may be some value there. Matt Mikulski from the Aces. He could be a starter. 2nd round pick in 2021. ARB eligible this year. Has been a good bullpen arm. Let's see what we can do for prospects. Cortez is ARB eligible this year. So he wants, I think it said $4 million or something, which is not unreasonable for him, honestly. But it's all 2 stars. All garbage. All garbage. Josiah Miller with the Mets. No. Luis Garcia? No. Tyler Kehoe? Meh. Yeah, there's nothing there. All right, guys. So I am going to now sim ahead to July 1st, and then we'll do day by day in July. And I'll come back and we'll go over the deals that we made. And it looks like this is going to be another bust of a season, but that's fine. It looks like the prospects are finally going to start to bust through next year. So hopefully next year is the start of good things for the Boston Blazers. So I'll be back on July 1st. Hang tight. All right, we're back. It's July 1st, and we're still not good. And we can't even make any deals. That's how bad we are. Like, nobody wants any of our players. So we're that bad. Let's look at the All-Star game. We had to have had at least one. Who made the Ryan Jeffers? Yeah, that's not a surprise. Ryan Jeffers, still the only good player we have on our team. On pace for 25 home runs, 5.5 WAR. We need someone like that on our team when the young pitchers come up. So, Yeah, so Ryan Jeffers is the only All-Star. We had to have some players here. Yeah, McCade Brown, who's now in AAA and not pitching particularly well in AAA, so he's not ready yet. Noel V. Marte, he's not hitting in AAA yet, so he's not ready. And that's really it. All right. So we didn't forget to play close to 500 ball. We're just not very good. So he's not happy with our progress. That's fine. Player development. Then we had to move into the starting rotation just due to some injuries. It got a couple of starts, pitched really well in one, and was okay in the other. So no complaints there. Ojeda, he's been pretty good through a couple of months. 2.2 ERA. He's on pace for just under a WAR. I mean, I guess he hasn't been great, but as a reliever, he's been fine. The rest of our pitching staff sucks. The rest of our offense sucks. Guerrero is continuing to get worse. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do here. Because we're going to be sitting on $110 million, $130 million over the next 5 for Vlad. But it is what it is. Oh, we traded for Shirt and Apostle. That is a deal that we made. We traded Diego Castillo, the 30-year-old. We signed him in the offseason to a 3-year deal. Traded him for Apostle, who has some power, is pretty good defensively, could be a good, decent backup middle infielder, although he's already down to 2 stars. He was 3 stars when we traded for him, so maybe it's just our team. What else did I want to look at? I wanted to finish looking at development. Where is it? Right there. Marte got better. He's still not hitting, but he got better. 231, 296, 336. So he'll stay in AAA for the rest of the year. Expiring personnel. Well, we got to bring all these people back, especially our scout. All right. Top 100 prospects. Cantero is 5th. Still has a long way to go, though. Tyler Chadwick. He looks pretty good. AL Stanton, NL Yordan Alvarez, AL Pitcher of the Month Shane Baz, NL Adrian Hauser. Dueñas gets the Rookie of the Year again, and in the NL it's JT Ginn, or Ginn, it's probably Ginn. So let's do international amateurs, see if we can sign one of these players. I mean, Contreras is obviously, just from looking at this, the best player out here. I think we'll make a run at him just for lack of a better option. If that doesn't work, maybe we'll come back and look at Jorge Lara. Let's see. We haven't had much luck with the international signing. And we've been bad just across the board. We're not hitting. We're not pitching. Our bullpen has been fine. But, I mean, we knew our bullpen was going to be okay. Everything else has just been really, really terrible. Little's not pitching well in AAA either. All of these guys are just going to stay where they are for the year. I'm not calling any of them up this season. This season is fine to be a disaster. So let's just go a day at a time until we get to the draft. And we win. I don't want to win. But we win. So Beretta had a couple of RBIs. Cortez 3 hits. Fuentes pitched pretty well. There we go, a loss. And there goes Contreras. So we won't be able to bring him back. Maybe we make a run at Huerta. Meh. I mean, high leader, loyalty, adaptability, work ethic, but I don't really like the batting profile. I actually prefer this batting profile a little bit. More power, better eye. Let's offer him $4 million. And we'll keep moving on. We lose again. That's fine. 32-50. We have one of the worst records in baseball. So yeah, this is that year where things just go sideways for us. And that all right. So let's can we offer him 5? Nope. All right. Well, we're sitting out of international amateurs again, it appears. Let's just come back and look. Lara's the only one left, really. All right. Well, that's fine. I don't really care. Well, I mean, I care, but nothing I can do about it. So we win 10-9 here. Anything interesting happen? Cortez, couple of hits. Arias hitting .310 for us. He's playing really well since we brought him on. Eflin pitched well. Ojeda got another save. We'll just keep going. Hamilton's eligible to come off the DL. That's great. We'll just send him on a rehab assignment for now. Another loss. Let's just keep losing. Just keep losing. And we win. So what's our record now? We're 34-52. Cortez is 4. It's just literally nobody on this lineup that I care about other than maybe Arias. I just don't. Not really any starting pitching I care about either. So we look at this and it's like, yeah, he did great. Wonderful. But we'll keep going and we'll grind through this season and we will get to next season when things will really pick up for us because that's when the rookies are going to start to come up. All right, so we are 34-54 at the draft, which is third worst record in baseball behind Las Vegas and San Francisco. Okay, well, if we end up with a top 3 pick, I could take that. So let's go to the draft. Who does it think we're going to take? Lorenzo Carrier. He's not bad. Initially, it had us taking a third baseman, Andre Madugno. I mean, if he's there, I would rather take him than Carrier. But there were like 3... these top 3 pitchers are all they're all like 5-star starters. Yeah, see? Sanchez, Wellman, Williams. My guess is that's 1, 2, 3. Let's see what happens, though. Yep, there goes Wellman. There goes Williams. Ooh, Jonah Paez went to the Rockies at 3. So the Rockies just going with the offense, I guess. So that means the Rangers are probably going to end up with Luis Sanchez. Oops. Yep. Luis Sanchez goes to the Rangers at 4. So the 3 best pitchers and the best hitter are gone in the top 4 picks, which is, that's what you expect. A couple of good offensive options left. Like, I wouldn't mind Khalil Watson falling to us, and that's not going to happen. But Jonathan Robinson, another good starting pitcher. Let's just keep going a pick at a time here. There goes Robinson, and there goes Watson. So there's that. All right, well, I guess let's just auto draft until our pick. And Madugno's not even there. God damn it. Damn. All right. So we got a few good starting pitchers. Charlie Kuhn, for one. He's got 5 good pitches. He's not going to be great, though. Really, really high floor, low ceiling type player. Tyson Neighbors looks all right. This stinks. I think Carrier's going to be the best pick. And he's not even that good. Damn. Where are we picking? We're picking 13th, and this is all that's left, huh? That's really disappointing. Madugno went 8th. It's too bad. That is too bad. All right, well, I think we're going starting pitching then. I think we're going to go starting pitching. Peter Hoiberg. Christian Lothis, or Loths? I don't know how you pronounce it. He's 24. He's 24, but potentially really good stuff, really good control, good fastball, good slider, potentially a good splitter. The movement's not going to hurt him as much in our ballpark. The fact that he's 24 is bothering me. Shoemaker. Shoemaker's the pick. Adam Shoemaker, a 21-year-old lefty Out of St. John's, good stuff, good movement, good control, 4 good pitches, ground ball pitcher. Adam Shoemaker is our top pick. Let's go to our next pick now. Let's see what's left for offense. This is a garbage draft. Wow. This really stinks. Matthew Champion is there like he always is. Oh, that stinks. I'm really disappointed by this draft. Hoiberg. I think we go Hoiberg. Another 21-year-old, 3 good pitches. Sure. Evans, Freeland, and Kath. Freeland, I guess. He's not really a shortstop. Yeah, it says he's a shortstop. I guess Freeland, he could be an okay third baseman. Kassan Evans looks like he could be a pretty good backup middle infielder. I'm disappointed. This draft has disappointed me. All right, yeah, that's just really garbage. Garbage. All right, let's do our individual pitch potential strategy and see if we can find any more solid young pitchers. Dennis Colleran. I mean, he's only 20. Northeastern. Yeah, we could take the Northeastern grad. I like that. Hagen Smith. Yep, a 20-year-old. Who do they think we should take now? Danny Arambula. Sure, he's got good eye. He's got a batting eye. If the bat develops at all, he could be a decent third baseman. Cameron Sinsky. I don't know how much more development he has, but he looks okay. I'd rather find like 21-year-olds who have similar ratings because they're more likely to develop. No. Reed Schaefer, no. Tanner Vaughn, no. Yeah, this has just been an absolutely terrible draft. Tommy Brandenburg, I'll take. He's already 1.5 star, but he's only 21. He's got 4 good pitches, so maybe the stuff, movement, and control develops down the road. I don't know. I'm really disappointed by this draft, as I've said like 6 times now. So let's go to fielding ratings, catcher ability. 22-year-old who can't hit at all. And when I'm doing this, I'm looking for somebody who has just a Gabriel Arias. He is in our Rockies save. Aiden Berger's 21, 63 catcher ability. I think that's the pick. No, it's not my pick. Now it's my pick. All right, let's go back to batters, or I guess all players. Batting potential. Is Champion still there? He is. We'll take him now. Make him a batter. He never develops, but, I'm hoping maybe this time is different. And he develops this time. Thomas Ducart. Sure. We can take him. Cole Wagner's another one. We'll make a batter. And I think that's going to be it. This was a bad draft, and I'm really disappointed that this was a bad draft. Really disappointed. I was pleasantly surprised that it said I was going to end up with Madugno. And, yeah, that just didn't work out. Just didn't work out the way I wanted it. That's too bad. Too bad. But that's okay. Offer them that. Let's go here. Team history, history index, draft, champion, and make him a third baseman. Right? Third baseman? Yeah. Range, error, arm. Yeah, make him a third baseman. See what he can do there. And then Wagner, I think, is an outfielder. Yeah, he's a left fielder. Action, set position, left field. All right. So, yeah, it's not great. Not great. So let's just sim ahead a few days, and we'll see if we can make any deals. I mean, again, nobody wants any of our players, so it's hasn't been good. So we'll get to, I don't know, like here, and then we'll mess around, see if we can make a few deals before we call it an episode. So we keep losing, and again, it's fine if we keep losing right now. It's not the end of the world. We beat the Dodgers here. Guerrero hits his 10th home run. He's only batting .247. Ugh. Yuck. And we started the season, that first month in April, we were, I think, 7-3. I think I started 7-3. So we're 28-56. That's .333 baseball since our first 10 games. 5-0 win. Eflin pitches 5 scoreless. Don't care. I mean, I care, but I don't really care. So Sandoval's hurt again. Great. We can bring Hamilton back up. Put Singer back in the rotation. We're short a pitcher. How are we short a pitcher? Who do we call up? Tanner Burns. Stick him right in the rotation. And unfortunately make it really bad for him. Hey, we win 11-1. 4 RBIs for Vientos. Jeffers continues to hit well. Then gets the start, improves to 2-4. Let's get through this Miami series, and then we'll see about making some deals. Guerrero hits his 11th. Look at his batting averages, man. Just terrible. Burns goes 4 1/3 in his first start. Bullpen does a nice job. And we will finish this one. We win again. All right, so Murphy's back. We'll put him on a rehab assignment. So we win 2 in a row. We're 39-60. Still third worst record in baseball. Let's just go here. What do we want to do? What do we want to say? No, still nobody want Ojeda for some reason. Yeah, it's just really weird. Like, just nobody wants him. I don't get it. Whatever. It's fine. Riley Gilliam is up to 4.5 star, 5 star as a 27-year-old. Maybe we can get some stuff for a potential 5-star reliever. Let's see. There's some names. None of them are any good. There's some names. Yeah, see, like, there's no reason for me to trade a 5-star reliever for anybody on this list. At least not yet. There could be names on the list that I haven't seen. But as of right now, not worth trading him for anybody I am seeing here. Miguel Vargas. No. Helio Ramos from the Giants. Meh. What if we did this? Because these are probably the 2 best players we have in terms of trade value. Gilliam and Cortez. So, can we turn it into one really good player? Yeah, see, nobody, just nobody wants our players. Nobody wants our crap. And I can't say I blame them. Mason Thompson. Cleonel Perez. Get Josh Naylor. Didn't work for us in our Rockies playthrough. 27-year-old Casey Mize. Asa Lacy. Maybe. Not for both of them, but... Ooh. 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 Why is it a stinker of a deal? What if I get you to retain all of it? Oh, wow. He's a 23-year-old that came out of nowhere. I mean, if I could get them to eat half of Burns's deal, right? He's got a rotator cuff strain, but if we could get them to eat half of Burns's deal, now we're looking at $11 million a year for the next 4 years. We're not ready yet. We're not at that point yet. I mean, if this was 2 years down the road, maybe, like Burns being 29 and us being, closer to contention, but just nothing. Just garbage. Nobody wants any of our crap, and that's the problem we're dealing with. Hunter Bishop, good power. No. This is really disappointing. I'm disappointed that I can't make a deal which would make the episode more entertaining. Honestly, I was hoping to make some deals, to make some trades for some players in the future, and let's see what we do if we put in prospects. We get any interesting prospects that way? Nope. Still a bunch of 2-star and 2.5-star crap. Get Luke Murphy, who, if he had stamina, would be a starter, but yeah, just nothing. Just absolutely nothing. Well, that's too bad. That's too bad because let's sim ahead another week. We'll try one more time towards the end of the month, and then we'll call it an episode. Yeah, this is a little disappointing. And then I guess the next episode will be the off season again because I don't want to make you guys sit through me, watching me lose game after game after game after game, which is basically what's happening here. So we'll just keep simming. Of course, now we won 4 in a row, but Gilliam is hurt now. Wonderful. Murphy's on rehab. We can call him up. And we'll just leave him in the bullpen. I really don't care. What do we do if we do that? It makes Murphy the closer. Great. Good plan. Make Patrick Murphy the closer. Anybody want Patrick Murphy? Anybody want Patrick Murphy at all? Our 4 best players are all bullpen arms. It's just terrific. Nope, nobody wants him. Let's just try this. I don't want to trade him, but I immediately see Eloy Jimenez as I do it, so maybe it's the right move. Oh, he's not the same Eloy Jimenez, though. I want to try to get Asalasi. I want to try to get Asalasi from the Royals. Ow. Doval. No, not even close. Ramirez. Have to do a whole lot better than that. Hamilton. Not a very good offer. How's Arias doing? Really well. Really, really well, actually. 104 OPS plus, 762 OPS. Well above average defensively. Cool. Then has been okay. I would really prefer him as a bullpen arm. But for now, we do what we can with what we have. Yeah, the only player they want for him is Jeffers. And I don't want to give up Jeffers for him. I would potentially give up Cortez. That's not even good enough. All right. Let's just see. One last time. I didn't really spend a lot of time digging, looking for deals this time, and maybe I should have. Yeah, nobody wants him. All right, we're done. We're done. This year has been a bust. We're just going to sim through the end of July, and then I'll sim the rest of the season offline, and the next episode will be the off season where hopefully things finally start to come together for us a little bit. We win there 9-2. Bunch of stuff I don't care about happened. Singer's 3-10. He's so bad. This whole team is terrible. And let's finish July. 41-67. Little got a little worse. Started to pitch. He's out for 2 weeks now. Damn it! Don't start getting hurt. I mean, he's staying in AAA this year. I'm not calling him up. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna call up McCade Brown. You're staying in AAA this year. Arredondo, we can probably call him up to AAA. He'll be up next year as a backup. Any other young players? Nalu got worse. Oh, our young players. Our young players. Our draftees. Shoemaker was our number one pick. We are immediately going to move him there. And disable promotion. Freeland, we will move him there. We will disable promotion. And I'm going to start calling some people up and moving some people around, but I'm going to do that offline so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me. So I think that is going to do it for this episode, guys. When we come back, or when you come back, I guess, it will be the end of the regular season. We'll play through this atrocity of a regular season, handle the off season, and hopefully next year we'll be looking at a winning combination here for the Boston Blazers. We'll see what happens, though. Guys, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate your support. As always, please leave the video a like. Subscribe if you're enjoying it, if you haven't already. But if you don't want to subscribe, I don't care. That's fine, too. I just appreciate you watching. So, guys, we'll talk soon, and have a good one. Bye-bye.